So I think the best solution for on the road, if you have a room like this that doesn't sound really good, if you switch rooms all the time, you move from hotel to hotel, my recommendation is, all right, let's talk about audio monitoring on the road for editing video and audio. In rooms like that, as you can hear, it is not really the best sounding room at all. It is an Airbnb, but also hotel rooms usually don't sound too good. This is more like a cube, and so it's acoustically not the best. Quite a few reflections, there's no carpet here really, no furniture really, just a big desk, a bed there, but yeah, nothing really that turns this into a more pleasant sounding room. And in those situations, it is a bit tricky. Quite essential, I have my MacBook Pro. This is my main editing machine on the road. I have a video, I just uploaded that to talk about all my on-the-road gear and the essentials there, so check that out. But essentially, yeah, I'm editing on the MacBook Pro M1Max. And the speakers in this notebook, in this MacBook Pro, are quite good, surprisingly good. The best in this type of notebooks, I think. But then again, yes, they have a rich sound, they have a bit of low end, nice high end, and you can hear the stereo field quite good. Actually has a bit of immersive sound, so to speak, which can be good, but sometimes also bad. Anyways, most of the time you get away with just using those notebook speakers if you get used to it. But then again, it's not the best solution, especially if something is wrong with frequencies or something like that. You really will miss those on these speakers. So the other solution is to get maybe something like this. This is a small little Bluetooth speaker from Anker. You get bigger and better ones. This is just for reference, so to speak. Those usually sound quite good. They have a bit more bass, maybe a little bit stronger high frequencies. Overall, they will sound a bit better in a way, or richer or deeper, have a bit more volume. But the downside is it's Bluetooth. So if you connect this kind of speaker to your MacBook Pro via Bluetooth, you will get a little delay. No matter what Bluetooth you use or how good the connection is, there is a little delay, and especially if you edit on the beat or really have to edit precisely for the dialogue or something like that, this will be a big issue, trust me. It sounds odd, it looks odd, doesn't feel right, and you will not get the timing right. So those Bluetooth speakers are not the best solution for that. Some have a dedicated audio in, an aux in, so you can connect them to your MacBook Pro directly with a wire, which is better, of course. But the other downside is usually they are a single speaker. Sometimes they are a bit bigger and have a bit more stereo field. But with this kind of speaker, that is a mono speaker, so to speak, you will miss if something is wrong with your left and right placement. For example, if you have your mic like this, I record a safety track on the left channel, I think. Yeah, it's the left channel. No, it's the right channel. And if you put it in and you miss setting it up correctly in your edit timeline, it will sound like this. So the left side is louder than the right side, or other way around. And you will miss something like this with those kind of speakers. Even on the MacBook Pro, you might miss this. And I noticed that kind of issue on some even high profile YouTube channels quite a bit. And it is quite annoying and could end up sounding really worse, depending on what monitor solution or how people listen to your videos. Anyways, so don't use those, not quite good. So the other solution is something like this. Those are PreSonus small speakers. They also have Bluetooth, but mainly are used directly connected to your MacBook Pro, your machine, your notebook, whatever you use. So the downside of those, of course, they are small and quite inexpensive, cheap, so to speak. And they have better sound than the MacBook Pro speakers or notebook speakers. And of course, also better than the Bluetooth speaker somehow. But of course, they can't really sound like big studio monitors, like the KRK Audio or GPL or Yamaha or KRK or something like that. They are bigger and have better low end, better frequency response, better stereo field. But there's the other thing, the room. Those speakers will sound bad in a certain way depending on the room. Too reflective, too much bass frequencies, lower frequencies, or not enough lower frequencies because they will cancel each other out because of the placement or how the room sounds or responds to certain frequencies. So even better speakers, even KRK just announced on-the-road speakers. I hope to test those out at some point. Even those, or more expensive, or even if you get the big Yamaha speakers or the big KRK or the big KRK Audio, if the room is not treated right, even though it doesn't have to be perfect, but a room like this, it's really reflective, they will sound bad and you are missing frequencies and it sounds odd and you will have issues with mixing your audio. So I think the best solution for on the road, if you have a room like this that doesn't sound really good, if you switch rooms all the time, you move from hotel to hotel, my recommendation is getting a nice pair of headphones. This is quite essential. Even in your own home or edit suite that isn't sounding too good, you should use headphones for critical mixing or editing, like those Beyerdynamics. Those are, I have a link below to everything, by the way. Those are the new TD900 Pro X. They basically sound more like studio speakers because those are open back headphones. So, long story short, basically, MacBook Pro speakers are quite good and get you 90%, 80% there. But for the really essential and critical mixing, you should get a good pair of headphones. I really highly recommend those Beyerdynamics. Don't get the Rode headphones. I have a video about those and why I think they are not made for mixing at all. Anyways, that's it. If you have any tips, any questions, whatever, let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next one, I hope. Back to work.